Hey everyone, I'm so glad you're here today because I have a really special story to share with you. Today, I want to tell you a story that's all about kindness, compassion, and what it truly means to help others, even when it's not easy. This story is called The Good Samaritan, and it's one of the most famous tales about being a good neighbor. Once upon a time, there was a man traveling all by himself from the city of Jerusalem to the town of Jericho. The road was long, dusty, and sometimes dangerous. Suddenly, out of nowhere, some robbers jumped out and attacked him. They were mean and took everything he had. The poor traveler was left hurt and alone by the side of the road, with no one around to help him. He was scared, in pain, and didn't know if anyone would come by. After a while, a priest came walking down the same road. You might think a priest, someone who teaches about kindness, would stop to help. But when the priest saw the hurt man, he crossed to the other side of the road and kept on walking, pretending not to notice. Next, a Levite came by. Levites worked in the temple and were supposed to help people too, but the Levite also saw the man lying there, and just like the priest, he didn't stop to help. He hurried past, leaving the man alone. But then, along came a Samaritan traveling down the same road. Now, this is where the story gets interesting. You see, Samaritans and the hurt man's people didn't usually get along. In fact, they were often considered enemies and didn't talk to each other. But when the Samaritan saw the injured man, he didn't think about their differences. Instead, he felt deep compassion and wanted to help. The Samaritan went right over to the man, gently cleaned his wounds, and carefully put bandages on them. He didn't hesitate, even though it might have been risky for him too. Then the Samaritan lifted the hurt man onto his own donkey, making sure he was as comfortable as possible, and walked beside him all the way to a safe place, an inn where he could rest and heal. The Samaritan even took out his own money and paid the innkeeper, saying, "Please take care of this man. If you spend more than this, I'll pay you back when I return." He made sure the man would be safe even after he left. So, let's think for a moment. Who was the real neighbor in this story? Was it the priest, the Levite, or the Samaritan? It was the one who showed kindness and helped, even though it wasn't expected, the Good Samaritan. This story reminds me, and hopefully you too, that we can all help others no matter who they are or where they come from. Sometimes the people who need our help the most are the ones who are different from us. Kindness doesn't have any borders. It can cross any line, any difference, and make the world a better place for everyone. Thanks for listening to this story. Remember, you can be someone's Good Samaritan today. Just look for ways to help, show kindness, and be a good neighbor wherever you go.